They always said I'm a dreamer, but I never listen. Now we execute the plan, this is all business. Royalties on the way, you can keep the bitches. And the bitches on my dick get no attention. I can't lose, dude, because I'm too true. And if you were me, I'd probably hate you. Alright, man. What's up? It's your boy Jae Mo, man. OSFTV. You know, this is the Music Hustle Corner Files, you know, the segment. And in this video, we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing voiceover with the still image that y'all can follow me along. And basically what I'm trying to do is just simplify the music royalties breakdown. You know, it's a complex topic. And, you know, of course I can't cover it in detail. I'm just going to try to simplify it, you know, hopefully get some people to understand it a bit more. But all right, let's go ahead and start this off. Oh yeah, man. If you can, please like, comment, and subscribe right now, man. I'd really appreciate that. All right. So back to this video, man. So this is where we're going to start. Whenever you create a song, by law, the government has created by law, once you're in the studio, whether you're at home or in a professional studio, and you record a song, once it is complete and you bounce it out, automatically a copyright out of thin air just magically appears, and that's what it is. You don't need a copy. You don't have to copyright with the U.S. Copyright Office, unless you feel you may need if somebody else is trying to claim the work. For instance, maybe you did some work with someone else, but you own it. But since they were a part of it, you know, they're going to try to copyright it. But other than that, you do not need a physical U.S. Copyright certificate. Now, anyways, so once the song is created and it is performed, played, whether it's digitally, physically, it doesn't matter. It's owed a royalty. And the royalties break down into two sides of royalties. One side is the masters, the person basically who owns the recording, you know, that owns the copyright to the song. Usually if you're signed with the label, they own it. If you're independent, you own it. And, you know, things can you know, they can vary depending on what your situation is. The other half is the composition side, which is, you know, the publishing side. And that's basically for the songwriter and or the person who added the instrumentation. So, you know, somebody can write the song and they'll get the composition, and somebody else might record what they wrote, you know, and so they'll get the master recording. All right, so on the composition side, the songwriter side, the composer side, also known as publishing, it breaks down into two types of different royalties, which is performance royalties and mechanical royalties. You know, performance royalties, like I said, it can be physical, it can be digital, you know, everything's different now, and it's really a blessing now in this era because it's much more easier to generate and collect royalties. And the mechanical royalties are a royalty paid to a songwriter whenever a copy of their song is made, whether it be physical CDs being pressed up or, you know, Spotify using the song and, you know, reproducing, making it to put on their platform for it to be streamed. So, you know, those are mechanicals. And then on the publishing side as well, if you see, the performance royalties breaks down into two halves. 50% is for the writer's share and 50% is for the publisher's share. Now, your PRO will send you some of those, and they'll send that directly to the writer's share if you're with ASCAP. But if you're with BMI, you're going to need a publishing administrator or a publisher to collect that for you. If you're with ASCAP, I'm sorry. If you're with BMI, they will send you the writer's share of the performance royalties directly to you. And as far as the publisher share, like I said, if you're with ASCAP, you'll absolutely need a publisher or a publishing administrator to collect that for you. But, that's, PROs are only in for, for the US. If you're getting streams internationally, which a lot of people are, especially since it's easier in the digital era, you're going to have a publisher or a publishing administrator to register your songs with a CMO, which is, CMOs is what they have internationally. They don't have PROs. They don't have ASCAP and BMI who collect in Europe or, everywhere. They have CMOs. So you're going to need a publisher or a publishing administrator to do that for you, to register all your works with them and to collect, because you can't just like call them up and be like, yo, I'm, DJ Lil Jizzy, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to have, a company do that for you that has relationships with these people and overseas. So, and then, so anyways, back to the chart, man. The mechanical royalties on the publishing side, that goes directly to the publisher. So once again, you're going to need a publisher or a publishing administrator, to collect those royalties for you, because you can't do it. And honestly, the publishing side is much more complex than it is with the master recording, because you do need assistance to collect these royalties and to be registered. So yeah, publishing, that's big. So all right, the other half of the royalties that are generated when a song is played or performed digitally or physically is the master recording side, the masters. And the master recording royalties breaks down into two types of royalties, and that's neighboring rights and the master recording royalties. Now, the neighboring rights refers to the right to publicly perform or broadcast a sound recording. So every time that your song's being played on Spotify or anywhere, there's royalties. Those are, part of the neighboring rights royalties. And then of course you have the master recording royalties, mechanical royalties, and they even have sound exchange, which was created by the government, and that's like a special royalty in its own that they've created. It's digital royalties, and that follows under the master recording royalties. Now, something that's it's good to know, and you might already know if you're distributing music, that your distributor collects your master recording royalties if you're independent and if you use CD Baby, Tunecore. They'll collect all your master recording side of the royalties. Once again, the composition side, the publishing side, you're going to need a publishing administrator or a publisher to collect that. Because, a lot of people who distribute their music, they just feel like that they're covered. Like, oh yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I just released something on DistroKid and they cover everything. And it's like, no, they don't. They don't. Or even CD Baby, who has CD Baby Pro, which is, a publishing administrator, and Tunecore Publishing as well. These people, you might have them, take care of the publishing side, but at the end of the day, they're middleman, and you can go straight to the source. But I'll get into that in another video. But anyways, so there's three things that I wanted to clear up, because some people, they might be confused, and that's composition. A composition consists of lyrics and instrumentation. So that's who gets those royalties, the publishing side. There's the lyricist, the person that wrote it, the songwriter, and the person who did the instrumentation to the song, which is the actual term is composer. A lot of people call themselves producers, but they're not producers, they're composers. And I already said, the neighboring rights basically refers to the right to publicly perform or broadcast a sound recording. Now, only a publisher, a publishing administrator, can collect mechanical royalties owed to publishing, and 50% of the performance royalty owed to publishing. Not to mention to collect all your international publishing royalties. So, keep that in mind when you're making your decisions and,
you know, as far as who you want to go with, because you're going to need someone if you're really about your business. And as you should be, because, you know, we're all artists and we deserve to be paid what we're owed, that the government created, you know, these laws for. So yeah, man, you know, I try to, you know, hopefully you have a better understanding if you didn't. And man, you know, if you could, like I said, man, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe. We're still building this channel, man. Shout out Nick Flies 420, man. Y'all see what he's doing on that side, man. So yeah, man. Oh, and I also needed to I wanted to let y'all know, if you're on Spotify, if you can go check out OSTV weekly playlist. You know, we got a playlist that we update every Monday, 30 songs of songs that, you know, I'm personally jamming to. Yeah, man, so if you can, go check that out. I'd like to think that I have some decent, you know, music taste. But I don't know, yeah, you know, go check that out if y'all can, man. And as always, shopOSF.com, you know, copy you a shirt if you can. Yeah, man, we're gonna continue to keep growing this and trying to educate, entertain, and you know, everything that goes in with this whole culture, this hip-hop culture, you know. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. It's your boy Jae Mo. I hope that you got something out of this. But yeah, man, I gotta get my grind on, I gotta get my shine on, I gotta go get it today. It's one way or another, man, we gon' pay.
Respect remains silent when killers remain silent. A pivotal step towards my vision, I can't call it. I just need to catch a glimpse of I've been rapping since early 2G, but just couldn't manage to stay persistent, misguided. Ups and downs and bad times. Me and my heifer in the Rio Grande definitely had some sad times. Rode around town on an empty gas tank, no bank.